Next one is from Dakar Ice 19. I'm telling you, Troy King knows boxing. Everything he says has boxing purpose. And he says it in a way hardcore and casual fans can easily understand. Casual fans don't understand that you have to train your body to not only get hit and react the right way, but to defend punches, set up punches and traps. It's an art. You agree with that comment?
Yes. He made a very good point. I do explain it to where you can understand. Yeah, so that was a good point that he made. I do know how to break it down so people can understand it. I don't know why. That's just something I'm good at doing. My grandmother said LeBron James is good at doing that too. You know, I don't know why. I just know how to do that.
You just gonna cite someone from Akron though?
Yeah, I mean, but my grandmother did say that. She said you and LeBron know how to break stuff down for people to understand it, like somebody who never heard it before. That's something you can do. So,
so I got a question. I'm gonna add on to this question.
Yeah.
What makes it so hard for some casuals to appreciate the defensive side of the wizardry of boxing, the sweet science? Because I remember an interview with Mike Tyson. It was not an interview, it was footage of Tyson training with Customato, and he said, that's it. You put yourself in a position where you can hit them and they can't hit you. And Customato, obviously a legend. So why this generation, like some of the newer fans, why don't they embrace people who show defense and the sweet science in its true form?
Because you got to realize the culture of boxing has different ethnic generations that took over the sport. So back in the 70s and 80s, it was 80s and the 90s. The boxing was dominated by black fighters. That's not like, that was just how it was. You know, every fighter was black. And even an older black guy was telling me, like, man, if it was a white fighter, man, he was a bad motherfucker in there, like, because it was so many. And we just Sugar Ray. I mean, I could just name all the fighters, and then you had like Roberto Duran, he was from, you know, he was Panamanian, you know, but you had, you know,
Hearns, Hagler.
I mean, all them fighters was black. You know what I'm saying? So you had to just be bad. You know, you had to be sweet, and so. And what comes with the style of black fighters is more technical, slick, crafty technique. So people will learn to appreciate that because you've seen that, you know. And then when Mike Tyson came with his style, it was still technique behind it, but that's why he was such a commodity. He was just knocking people out. And then as the years became, you know, as the years went on, you know, Latin fighters start to be more
prominent.
Yeah, Latin fighters are everywhere. You know what I'm saying? And Mexican fighters especially. Not saying there wasn't good Mexican fighters back then, but you know, Latin fighters still were slick. Like even Roberto Duran was slick with it. You know what I'm saying? He had defense. He can roll under punches. He had a good jab. He didn't just come forward and just try to kill you. You know what I'm saying? But
he tried to kill you though.
He would try to kill you, but he wouldn't just do it.
It wasn't mindless.
Yeah, he didn't do it in an aimless fashion. But saying that now, like, it's a lot of Mexican fighters. Everybody knows the style of Mexican fighters, blah, 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 blah. So with that, you see more exchanges, more punches being thrown, more blood. So, of course, people want to see that. You know, a casual fan wants to see a good scrap.
Is that why you kind of are partial to Canelo? You said you like Canelo's style because he mixes it up.
He understands.
Like a boxer puncher.
Yeah, he's a boxer puncher. You know what I'm saying? He's just sweet in there. Got defense. He's very. But then he came up under the Floyd Mayweather era, so he takes something from that. You know what I'm saying? He took something from Floyd. You know, I'm sure
he didn't take his own, but.
Yeah, clearly didn't take that egg. He went upside.
But he did he took chapters out the playbook for sure.
Chapters out the playbook.
He looked nice. Here's a fact. I don't know if you know this, but Canelo versus Cotto landed more on Mayweather than he did on Canelo.
Yeah. Yeah, that's because Mayweather chose to stand there.
Yeah.
And make the fight.
Yeah. And Canelo weighed like 30 pounds more than. All right, next question is from Jafar Khan. Who wins? He said boxing ego, but it's to you. Who wins in the rematch, Garcia or Khan? And what weight class is Troy in?
Fighting 154. That's a weight class. Khan and Garcia.
Part 2. They said they have to make it by June for Garcia to keep his WBC belt.
Oh yeah, well they about to fight. I'm gonna go with I'm gonna go with Khan because he's learned from his mistakes from the last fight, and he's gonna box and just stay on the outside. He is fast, he is fast when you compare him to Danny Garcia.
So you think Danny Garcia's slower feet is gonna
that's not gonna
plague him?
Because Danny Garcia was getting fucked up by Khan when they first fought. It's just that Khan was just not moving his head during the exchanges, so he got caught. He got good. Danny Garcia has good timing, so he's just gonna beat him to the punch every time and just stay away from him.
So you think he's gonna fight a more responsible fight?
Yes, he is.
And he looked good against Devin Alexander, to be honest.
He did.
What about Danny Garcia? Can he land that no look hook?
That's done. I'm not gonna land that on Khan. Not with Virgil coaching him.
He's gonna be hip to it?
Yep.
But we haven't seen Khan in there with the puncher since the Garcia. Like someone who's like an acclaimed puncher like Garcia. Do you think that's gonna hurt Khan? The fact that he fought Julio Diaz, got knocked down by him at a catchweight. He fought Luis Collazo. Collazo was like walking up to him with his hands down. Not really a revered puncher. He hurt Thurman, but he's not known as a massive puncher. He fought Devin, not really a big puncher. Chris Algieri off of 6 knockdown loss to Pacquiao, 140-pounder. So do you think that'll play a part in the fight, that he hasn't faced a puncher since Garcia?
Yeah, it'll play a part, but it's all about how he gonna neutralize Danny Garcia.
So you rocking with Khan?
I think I'm gonna go with Khan, but he could lose. Danny Garcia, it's just you can't pressure Danny Garcia. Because you give him the options to do what he wants to do, and he does have decent boxing skills, as we've seen. He can roll up under punches and slide over. You don't have to have fast feet to move backwards and slide over and do shit like pivot, you know what I'm saying? And he was doing some nice shit against Guerrero, counter rights, lead rights.
Did he beat Guerrero, in your opinion?
Yes, he did.
Some people are saying that
116 to 114.
I think Mayweather said he thought it was a draw, or he thought Guerrero won. You don't agree with that?
I don't agree with that. Guerrero won the first 4 rounds. It was busier. I gave the 5th round.
See, boxing fans, that
draw.
piece of paper, that's called a scorecard.
I watched the fight and I scored it.
Some people...
The R's are for Robert Guerrero, the D's are for Danny Garcia. And see, you know what people don't do? They don't
score fights.
They don't score fights, and they don't give fighters tie rounds. Like it's not.
Oh yeah, that's true.
It's not. You don't have to say that this fighter won the round. The 5th round, I called it an even round, 10-10, because
neither one pulled away.
Neither one did anything to pull away. And then after that, Danny Garcia clearly took over, because Robert Guerrero was just doing the same thing over and over, coming forward without the jab. The 6th through 11th round, I gave to Danny Garcia, and then the 12th round, it was just exchanges back and forth. So I scuttered a tie round, which left it 116-114 Danny Garcia.
All right. So next one comes from Sven Lundgren, like Dolph Lundgren. Hey, Marlon was just laughing.
Bro, I couldn't help it when he said, when you said Dolph Lundgren, I thought about your Van Damme impression. I told him how you was going to start out there in the stressor, bro. You had to see this.
Hey, that blood sport.
Look
Hey, that boy was really going to it.
What ass actor, dog?
I used to, man. So let me get to the. Hey, we just talking about Randall Bailey. I just got a news thing saying Randall Bailey, KO King, he's about to fight. So Sven Lundgren said, "I don't like all the ignorant disrespect he shows. Put the phone down and show Ego the respect he is showing you. Even Mayweather be doing that shit. Other than that, I like this Joker." Hey, Jay-Z, take over. He ethered you, dog.
Yeah.
Hey, show me respect.
Hey, bro.
Respect the king.
When we doing interviews, we keep it all the way 100. And I ask
all the way G real.
Oh, we keep it all the way G real. And if my brother calls me, I'm gonna answer because that's proper etiquette that we have. I never let a phone call go without an hour without returning it if it's one of my people that I fuck with. So it doesn't matter if Boxing Ego's interviewing me. If my brother calls, I need to answer during the interview because because that's the relationship we got. Because it could be something serious or it's somebody I deal with. So I don't know you, bro. So you can't get a phone call.
You guys see that? It says respect ego.
We gotta answer the the phone, bro. Floyd be doing interviews and be like, stop and be like, hey man, hey, that's just part of the game, man. When you trying to do things.
Remember he did that to Victor Ortiz at the face-off? He's like, what's the score of the Patriots? Like something random.
Yeah, man, shit be like that, bro.
It'd be real life.
Be real life. We do real life interviews. This is not a scripted interview. When I'm on ESPN, then I won't answer my phone. It'll be on silent.
Hey, you see that boxing clip where the boxer's in the middle of a fight and his cell phone fell into the canvas? He got punched and he had like a cell phone in his trunks or pocket. Hey, I gotta send it to you.
That's a drop call.
Hell nah.
That's called a drop call. That was a great one.
Hey, Marlo with the witty.
That's called the TO right there. That's the new thing. You get punched and your cell phone just fall out anywhere.
That is classic shit.
He didn't have no unlock code and he has a girlfriend.
Man,
So he had to keep the phone with him.
Right. Still ass dollars.
Yeah, bitch, you ain't gonna see who come.
You ain't gonna see shit.
He got a
trill one.
I don't know what he was thinking.
He got a Facebook and a Tinder.
You was trying to hide. He going in. You got your cell phone on you while you scrapping, bruh.
If you made your first $1 million, what would you spend it on? What would be the first thing you spend the money on? Like
pay my mom's house off.
Hey, did you ever see where Broner, they did that behind the scenes special and his mom looked like she was in like the hood still? I don't know if you've seen that. So you saying you would pay?
Yeah, pay my mom's house off and move her to California.
Where she live now?
Akron, Ohio.
She's still there?
Yeah.
Okay.
And she would never work again, ever. And I would let the rest of the money occur interest and just live off the interest. Buy some property.
What's the second thing you would buy?
Probably buy some property for myself.
There you guys have it.
Buy some land, start a business, hire all black people.
TBC, Troy Boxing.
Yeah, I would just.
Troy
I would
Heyman.
take care of my black people. My brother wouldn't have to work. They would all work for me, and we would come up with a plan to where we can live off the money I have made. I would invest it in myself.
Oh, you think you paid in full now?
Yeah.
Fuck the soy sauce, Mitch. All right.
Smash the cake in his face.
Kermit. All right, you guys heard it from Troy King, Boxing Ego. Till next time.